Well, hello there, this is Mad Dog Wolfers coming from my creative asteroid. Hopefully today I'm going to show you off a few things I've been building in the last week or so. A few of these are basically concepts, still learning how to build large ships, so there's a new ship in the build. This is all done on development build, nothing on stable. Well, I might as well show you what I've been up to. Let's get on with it then. Well, here we have our lovely little asteroid with our large ship builds that we've done previously. Oh, hello. You didn't see that, right? I will be taking a few of these ships out for a spin to show you the speed and how fast they are. And if I go over to here, remember that little fighter I was building the other week? All completed now. I've called it the Predator. Ion Hydrogen Hybrid. And look what we have here. Look at this cockpit. It looks pretty cool. If I can just line that up properly. I've got a slight little problem with the in-game audio. Audio. Ah, that's better. You should be able to hear a bit of a difference there. Don't worry about that, I'll take you around that in a few minutes once I've got into this ship. Look at that cockpit, that was awesome. If I just go for an exterior view. This thing has no lights, by the way. I built it for stealth. So it actually has no lights built into it. If I go... Apparently, that's better. I love it. If I turn on my lights in spectator view, show you around. There's a Nod ion engine set that I put in there, which I thought was quite nice. I thought I'd flare out the engine exhaust a bit. Now the wings were a right bloody bugger to do, they were. It took me a while to get right. It took me about 3 or 4 attempts before I actually got them right. All weapons are... These are manual loaded, but you fill up the cargo containers that I've got around the back here. And they're all... It's all recessed basically into the ship itself. And the azimuth thrusters compensate for that thruster set there, which is the DK thrusters, which are pretty nice. These were KJ thrusters, I think they are, and they're a bigger version of I think, I cannot remember which one they are now, but they're a damn good thruster. This is the Video Sages or Ecto Sages, either way is he known. This is basically the thruster that he built for his industrial thrusters mod. If we go in here, all of it is all piped up, all connected up and everything like that. Reactors are in here. There is actually no way to properly get into the reactors. So when we get a chance, you have to basically, the cargo containers are not connected up to the actual reactors. Fun, isn't it? So if I switch back to my normal visual, disconnect, turn the natural dampeners on. I always find when you're coming into land, oh yeah, and there's these thrusters all lined up in there at that little angle there. I find that when you come into land, you don't really need that many thrusters up and down, so usually smaller thrusters I find. And basically, she's ready for flight. Shall we just go and show you what this ship can do? Right. She has no missiles on her. This one I nicknamed the Patriot. Right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 on standard count. If I spin. How about that? Is that good enough? Can't actually fully remember how many. But at certain angles it gives it a little bit of a tin actually. With the engines, the engine flares. I don't happen to have any targets set up, so a little bit of annoyance there. Don't worry about that. Basically, let's bring this back, land it safely, of course. Don't want to break anything. Spent hours bloody building this thing. And let's pull it back. So as you can see, she's pretty quick. Let's lift a little bit higher. Go into there. For some reason I can't seem to get it so that you can actually get the actual miniguns to actually fire properly. I'm not sure how to set up the azimuth minigun, so if anybody knows actually how to set them up so you can fire it via left mouse button, that'll be even better. Because I know with the standard miniguns you can actually do it, but with the azimuth ones I haven't been able to figure it out yet. So pretty nimble, huh? Let's land it. And down we go. And try and get my landing gears and level off. Oh, wrong way. I'll get it right in a minute. A bit low. There we go. And we're locked in. I thought it would be nice to actually have similar to the original cockpit, but one that actually opens. Trying to get that cockpit top on there is a little bit of a nuisance, but in the end I finally got it in there. I haven't thought about any colour schemes for any of my ships yet, or even landing vehicles, so it's going to take a little while for me to figure out fully before I actually do anything. Alright, shall we take my original large ship out for a spin? Shall we? Yeah, I think we should. Right, are you ready? I don't know how well this is even going to go, so let's get up to try and get up to top speed. Oh, she's slow. (16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Alright, 34 seconds, let's see. So, it looks like reversing is not really her forte. She slows down quick though. When you're reversing, of course. So, let's make sure. Looks like everything's set up to me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seconds. To get back up to speed, and hopefully I'm going to miss my base because I don't really want it to crash into anything. Still at 50 meters a second. Going in, still going. So my slowing down ratio is very, very bad for the ship currently. Okay, this is what you get for vanilla building. Although I cannot actually wait to see what it's going to look like when they bring out the upgrade pack or the upgraded blocks. This is going to look completely different. It's going to be intriguing. I will be doing a little pit against my 2 large ships with weaponry, see which one wins. I will do that at the end of this video. Alright, let's take these little ones out. Whew. This is one of the ships I actually built for the fighter battle we had. Kind of didn't exactly work as well as I planned it, but actually it actually did work the way I planned it. It's just I never actually got a chance to implement or even test this one out. As you can see, 4 miniguns, 2 missile launchers. It's basically a fighter for fun. It can be used in solo play. Did I miss out? No, I specifically missed out one there. Alright, let's see how quick this thing can get up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 seconds. How long? Slow down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's spin around, give myself. Oh, and there's an overload. Look at that. And we're slow. Whoa, look how far we're going out from the base just to slow down. And we still ain't even stopped. I think we're carooning, really. There we go. That's how slow. This is all vanilla build. Me trying to build small fighters in vanilla style. As I say, I can't wait to see what this is actually going to look like when they bring out the new blocks and everything. This is going to be curious to see what it's all actually going to look like. And as you saw in the previous video, it actually does fit in the landing bays. Oh, you really have to spin this thing to slow it down. Let's bring it back. Oh, bloody buggering hell. Woo, that was close. Leave it there. They're pretty much all built on the same kind of principle. Let's take this one up. I never did finish building this one. God blimey, just that. You see how long that took for me to get to slow, but whee! I actually forgot how nimble this bloody thing was. As you can see. And that is what my ship, the ship actually looks like when it's firing miniguns. I actually like the way I built this one in. Never really got a chance to finish it. I might finish it at some point in the future. I think I've got a missile. No, I haven't. They're conveyors. Right, let's see how quick this thing can get up to speed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. At 14 seconds. Let's turn it around. That's a little bit slower to stop. I was going for a heavy engine power pack on the rear, so at least I can actually slow it down when I need to do a 180. This is what I was going for the like the Vipers out of Battlestar Galactica. I wanted to go for as nimble as I could. Forget about the power, so that you're flying away, you can just do that. That's the way I wanted it to go. You do a 180 and then spin around and give it a little bit of a juke and then fire your weapons. That was what I was actually going for when I built these ships. I'm still slowing down and might as well flip around and see if I can use my rear engines. There we go. So they're not really economic. Now, these were done on the live stream with Joel, aka Zockley, for the build we did. This version is the Mark 1 Dromiad. my first build, which actually didn't last very long when I built it. I didn't first time ever fighting, so I'd never actually done anything like that before. We were told 4 miniguns, no rockets. Try and make it as good as it can for manoeuvring around tight spots and tight inside of an asteroid, which had a whole load of objectives. Went for a darker colour scheme with a kind of like an emblem on the side to denote it's me. They actually said it was basically a flat bottomed, was it a flat butt, I think it is, and they nicknamed it the flat butt, if I remember rightly, which I thought was quite unique. As you can see, I tried making it a little bit off centre. Everybody was always going, "Oh, make it all symmetry." People must really be getting jinxed and duped about this by now, but in my eyes, sometimes the best builds are not symmetrical. Best builds sometimes are actually unsymmetrical. So I made it way off balance and off build, and this is what I came out with: the Dromedaries Mark 1 and 2. Let's take Mark 1 out for a spin then, see how quick it can get up to speed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seconds. So that is 4 large ion thrusters in the rear. I wanted a lot of thrusters for slowing down as best I could. Basically, as you can see, it's very, very slow to slow down. You turn it round, it slows down rather quickly. As you can see by that, look at that. I can't remember how many gyros this thing's got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gyros. And you can see how nimble this bloody thing is. And this thing's really nimble, like a bloody jackrabbit. Might want to slow him down and try to miss that big ship. Because if I'm not careful, I'm going to end up in the rear end of it when the hangar bay's on the front. Yeah. Let's get a little bit closer. Try not crashing it, because all of these ships actually had lights in the front of them, so. And from what I've seen of the new blocks they're bringing in, they are looking pretty beautiful. This one I upgraded slightly a bit more and finished off the edges a lot more. So basically this one, same underneath with possibly the addition of 2 more thrusters, same rear pack, a few more thrusters on the side, 2 more thrusters on the top so I can go down a little bit quicker. Oh, that sounded corny. Sorry. Strike that from the last. Let's see, and I think no, I don't think I added in that many thrusters on the rear, on the front, so it's just as nimble. Look at the spin on that thing. Hope nobody's feeling sick. If you are, you're cleaning it up. Because I ain't. Yeah, the slowdown on this ship was not the greatest I've ever built. Although I was working with vanilla blocks and I didn't know what or how we were going to be fighting, so it was kind of like a fight night which didn't really go as well as planned. But this one lasted a heck of a lot longer than the Mark 1. Don't ask me how, because I don't actually know. You've seen the flight tests of these 2 landers, so they're pretty self-explanatory. Hang on, right, let's go over to the Mark 1, The Mark II of my new large ship is over there. So if I do spectate, pull it over to me. This one I've called the Predator cargo ship so far. And so far I haven't really... This took me a long time to actually figure out how I was going to build it. I've gone for a kind of low, not really deep underside, but a very, very angled control room. It's very, very open control room, as you can see. I thought I'd go for a flat side here, angled down, then flat, and then very, very sharp angled down to the underside here. I don't think I'm going to be putting anything underneath there, but as you can see, it's very, very open and sparse in there currently. This is just the Mark 1 before I started modifying it a little bit more. These thrusters, beautiful thrusters. I mean, trying to figure out how I was going to do these exterior engine bays, that took a little bit of figuring out, that did. And you can see there's nothing on top there, but this is my standard type of building. And all there is in here is one large azimuth thruster. That's all I've got in there on each of the exterior pods. And if we go underneath here, the azimuth small cyan thrusters go along the entirety of that on the underside. I think, to be honest, it's kind of like it is a work in progress, but I'm still trying to fathom out how to do the back end here. I want to make it so that it's kind of like a smallish landing bay for possibly a hover bike or something, or a small fighter could fit in there, or a small exploration ship where I can go out, take it out, do some mining, bring it back, plonk it down. Pretty simple, really. If I go back to my character, because I still haven't actually learned how to actually... This was a work in progress here. I still haven't actually learned how to plonk my character from spectator into the right area. Now the inside, as you can see, has got my normal building style. Now, I thought this would be nice. It's a Death Star door. I've got to figure out how to, or which of the hangar doors I'm going to use for that, for the actual hangar doors itself. I thought the Death Star doors actually showed a little bit of goodness to it. Now if we go into the bridge, it's not airtight yet. I've got to sort that out. I think that's awesome. If we go into the bridge, as you can see, very sparse. I thought I'd use the Colt's command consoles for this bit, for the command and operations room. It took me a while to get this properly done in here. There's no gravity in here. I forgot about that. That's one bit I've got to upgrade. But if I go into here, as you can see, I've got all these azimuth reactors. If I pull right the way down to here, you can see I've got containers there and a whole load of gyroscopes, and it's equal both sides on how many gyroscopes I've got. I can even remember how many. I'm not even it. Nah, silly me. But I've got a whole line both sides. I think it's about 24 gyros possibly. As I said, this is basically a work in progress and trying to fathom out how to get it working a lot better. You can see I'm not going for a little bit of abstract corridorness, but so far this is the only way in and out of out of these two ships. And this one is basically the same ship, slightly different. If I pull it in from there, slightly different. I'm still trying to fathom out how or what I can put on the back end there, possibly an upper or lower bridge section. I'm not sure yet whether to do it or not. But if we come down to the forward command deck, this is the Mark II where I actually thought about putting in some mood lighting. And from the front, that mood lighting actually looks pretty good. I'll go for a blue colour for the command section. Everything pretty much is equal. Getting the top section up here to look like it is took a little while, but I finally got it. I've yet to test whether it's airtight yet. As I said, I've still got to put in the air purification systems, try and figure out whether it can work or whether it can't. Pretty much the same down in here. I've got to fathom out how I'm going to do this. I don't know whether I'm going to go up that way with an upper control room or a CNC back here somewhere. I don't know yet. I mean, I'm still working on it. It's going to take a little while for me to get to that point. Right. Let's go back to my character. As I say, this is basically the same build that my Mark 1 has, just a little bit of... If I turn my lights off, does that give it a little bit better hue in here, to be honest? I think it does. I actually do think this looks a lot better in here under this blue light conditions. Now let's take this one out for a quick spin. You can see it's got pretty good power systems. So move that out. And I'm down to 0 meters a second, and point it that way. If I turn my UI off. Does that look alright? I think it does. It's like a command console. The front section there, if I pull out, sorry, if I get into that, yeah, there may be this big stanchion right in the way, but it's kind of like in the Prometheus film, you have that forward command console where the captain actually stood. In this case, it's sat. But you got all these consoles that go round to the other two, to the pilot seat and the navigator seat. Basically, that's the way it looks. If I can get this to a good spot. So if I put that about here, I might be able to get a good view of it moving. Right. Turn the natural dampers off. I mean, I'm not actually moving anything now. She's just going at her own power. As you can see, at 8.2 meters a second. Does she look good? I think she looks good. It just needs a little bit more work on the rear end section. She's unarmed currently. I will be trying to make an armed version, but I want to see if I can make the back end of that ship a little bit better, shall we say. Should we do a quick speed test on how fast she goes? I think we should. Right. As I say, this is just 2 azimuth large engines. I haven't had any energy overloads yet. Right. You ready? And go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it slows down on a dime, as you just saw there. And the reversing is really, really good. And as you can see, her ability to turn is not too bad, not too shabby at all. And if we reverse, not too bad on the reversing as well. So. And when she brakes, basically, she brakes really, really quickly. See how close I can get. I can get really, really close and come in really, really fast, and still come to a complete stop. But as you can see, work in progress. I think my large shipbuilding is getting better. I just need to do a little bit more on learning how to build these ships a little bit better, with a little bit more style that I've seen up on the workshop. I mean, the stuff on the workshop is awesome. I have no other defences, so I think I should set this one up. Don't worry, I won't be saving this. If I set my original one up, there's nobody. And then I set it up for Space Pirates. Okay. Okay. Might set this up wrong, but I got stuck then. Nah, typical. I actually love this nebula we got here. Right, I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to set that up as a space pirate. Actually, if I go back in, set it all up as a space pirate. Actually, if I go down here and bring this pretty much up to the level, so then we can actually see how this thing actually moves. I'll still yet to update this a little bit more, or I might actually leave it in standard style. If we bring this, you can see it's running a hell of a lot better. Right, so we go there. Don't worry, I won't be saving this world, so from its current configuration. So when I load back in, it will be. So if I set this one up. Oh yeah, I have to go to this chair. So if I go like that, turn the dampers off. So we get a little bit of. Just going to be a mini battle and see what happens. I don't know what or even which ship is going to win this. This is just going to be a broadside battle with miniguns and, well, with minigun turrets and the azimuth flat guns, I think, on the left, on these sides there. So if I go, except for that one, I'll do Space Pirates, turn that off. Not 1.6. Nice pirate, so it kicks me out to sea. Right. Let's run over to this one. Let's say that ship is coming in for an attack run. And you know what I've forgotten to do? Turn the turrets on. Do I have control of them? No, I don't. Damn. Oh, I'm going to have to do this manually. I don't think those miniguns will even have still a chance. My frame rate has dropped substantially. Alright, I may not have turned the miniguns on the other side, on the other ship, but the amount of firepower at my upgraded ship is actually releasing unbelievable. Oh man, the whole system's slowing right down. I think that ship's going to be dead in the water. I don't think it even got very far. Ouch. Bloody hell. I think weapons fire might be slowing down. I don't know though. Oh, still going. I think it might be a halt now of what it used to be. I think there's impact, but I think I might break the game. Lost an oxygen generator. I can't keep up with it. The hell is it shooting at? Oh man, it's actually shooting at my... Let's change its attack vector now. Damn. Okay. Oh! Yes, I think they're dead. You started attacking my bloody good ship. Oh man, it attacked that. Look at the damage it caused. I'll try and find my other ship now. There we are. There is an oxygen generator. It got blown out of the ship. If I go all the way over here, oh, what is that? Oh, it's a bit of conveyor. A bit of armour. She's got a bit of speed listing that way now. I mean, look at what that ship just did. I mean, if I put this into a battle, this thing would not last very long. I mean, all my turrets, well, actually bar one's still there. The whole command section is gone. Everything's pretty much dead. I believe how much damage there really is in there. And it's all dead. She will never fly again until I reload the save. I just wanted to see what would happen with those bloody weaponry. It's amazing how much damage that I've actually just caused with that volley set. Oh, that was fun. It was a fun little tester. I don't think those miniguns would have done anything on the ship. I think that, as they say, is that. And hope you enjoyed this video for once. Actually showing off a little bit of my creative ships and figuring out what it actually looks like to see my ships in battle. I've never seen those two go at it before, so although it was a bit one-sided because I forgot to set the other one up, I've got to set up some antennas so I can actually get a true proper battle going between the two. Thank you for watching again. Hopefully next time I should be a little bit better at setting these things up, and I will be doing a video on how to set up the options so that a friend of mine can actually get into a world and actually start saving some of his stuff. Thanks very much for watching. Stay frosty, don't die, and bye bye.